Good morning, students. Welcome back to the EVS class. Today's date is 26th August 2020. So, as you know that the unit test is near, so today we will be doing the revision of lesson number 5, that is water everywhere. So, let's start the revision for the unit test, and please be thorough with the lesson, okay, because lots of questions that might come from inside the book, so be thorough. Now let's begin with the revision. So the first we have got is the rain is the main source of water, because all the rivers, lakes, ponds, waterfalls, they get water from the rain. So that's why rain is the main source of water. Then the water from the rain is called rainwater. The river waters are called, the water of the river are called river water. The water that we get from the tap are called tap water. In the same way, the water that we get from the rain is called rainwater. Next, rainwater goes to rivers, ponds, lakes, wells, streams and waterfalls, and these are called water bodies. As you can see, these are the pictures of river, pond, lake, well, stream, waterfall. So all these together are called water bodies. That they store the rainwater there. Clear? It is kind of store. Rivers also they used to store, and it used to continuously flow with the water. Then pond has water, lake has water, well has water, streams and waterfalls also have waters. So all the rainwater goes into these water bodies. Then we have the sea and the ocean. Even the sea and the ocean has water, but sea and oceans are huge. They are very huge than the other water bodies, and they have large amount of water. And sea water and ocean water contains salt in it. Therefore, their water is salty. Next, how living beings get water. Now, when we say living beings, who comes under living beings? Animals, trees and human beings. There are three categories of living beings, right? Animals, trees and plants and human beings. So how we animals and plants get water? Here you can see the trees get water from the rain. As the rain is coming, the trees, they get wet and it absorbs, it takes the water from whenever the rain comes, it takes the water inside. So trees get water from the rain. Next we have animals get water from rivers, ponds, lakes, streams and waterfalls. So all the animals, they used to drink water, they used to wash, take bath and do whatever they want to do, they do it on rivers, ponds, lakes, streams and waters that are available near them. Then we have human beings. Who are the human beings? We are the human beings, right? We are the human beings. So human beings get water from wells, rivers, lakes, ponds and waterfalls. Water from these sources come through taps and pipelines in our houses. So through the taps and pipelines, we get the water from the wells, rivers, lakes, ponds and waterfalls. Okay, now let's come to the sources of water. We have already talked about this water bodies, right? Now we are going to talk about the sources of water, where we are going to get water. So there are two sources of water. What are they? One is the natural sources and the another is the man-made or artificial. Now, what are natural sources? The ones that we get from nature, the God gifted, right? That is called the nature. And man-made or artificial means we human beings, either we human beings make it. Okay, we make it or we dug it, or this is something which is related to human beings. The water cannot be directly found. We the human beings have to build it or dig it up. Dig means dig the well. Okay, so then only we can get the water. So that is called man-made or artificial. Now let's see what are the natural source of water. The natural sources are rain. Rain, we cannot make rain. Human beings cannot make rain. It is a God gifted, right? Therefore, it is natural. Then we have the river. Have you ever seen people making a river? No, right? So it is a God gifted and it is from the nature. So rain, river, pond, lake, ocean, sea, spring and waterfall. These are all a gift from the nature. So that's why they are called natural sources of water. Then let's come to the man-made or artificial sources. If you see here, we have the well, borewell and tube well. And these things are made by man. They used to, wells, people used to dug the underground, the ground, and then they take out the water from the ground. In the same way, we have the borewell and the tube well, where human beings used to put the pump or they used to organize it. Okay. So these are the differences between natural and man-made, and these are the sources of water. Okay, now we come to the next one. The water that goes under the ground is called groundwater. So the water, when it goes under the ground, it is called groundwater. And how can we get this water from under the ground? We can get water from the ground by using wells, bore wells, tube wells and hand pumps. So this is how we are going to get water from the ground. We have the rivers and lakes and everything from where we get water. But sometimes the rivers, in some places, the rivers, lakes are not nearby. So people have to take the water from the ground. Now how they will do it? By using wells, bore wells, tube wells and hand pumps. So the next is that fresh water. What is fresh water? The water that we use daily is called fresh water, and we use it for bathing, washing, drinking, etc. Right? But I have already given that seas and oceans have salt in it. Therefore, they are salty. And can we bath with the salty water? No. Can we drink with the salt water? Can we drink salty water? No, right? It is difficult for us to drink. So we always use fresh water. And in cities like us, we have tap water. Why? Because we don't have the water sources near our houses. So they have to be connected through pipelines. And then the water comes from the tap. And then in villages, that is about cities. Now in villages you can see that people have ponds and lakes and streams. They have near the houses. So other than that, they also use the hand pump in village areas. Now what do you think? Should we drink the water from the rivers or the rain directly? No. Why? Because these waters contains dirt or mud. And also, though sometimes the water might look clean, but what happens? The tap water, when we open the tap water, what do you see? The water is very clean. It is, we can drink it, right? But is it safe to drink those tap water? No. Why? Because there are lots of germs in it which we cannot see through our eyes. So what we have to do? For that we have to boil it. There are certain procedure where we have to follow it. Okay, we have to boil, then we have to there is a water filter, and then we have the water purifier. So let's see the differences between cities and villages. People use tap water daily. In cities, people use tap water, which is very common. And in villages, people may use tap water, means there might be not available because they have the source of water nearby. So somebody might use it. It's not that everybody use it, okay? Then we have tap water comes from rivers, ponds and lakes. Okay, our pipelines are being connected with the rivers, ponds and lakes from where we get the water. But in villages, they use water from the wells, rivers, streams or lakes directly. Then they also use bore wells and tube wells in cities. And in villages, they use hand pumps. So, what are the three procedures? Yes, the three procedures are to boil. The first thing is to boil the water. The second one is to filter, to water filter. And the third one is water purifier. So, these are the three processes of purifying or cleaning the water before drinking it. Clear? So, this is what all the revision is about. Go through it nicely and read it properly. Clear? So here I end my class. Thank you.